The Worsley household was constant intensity. You need to handle your stuff. Like, in order to get respect from the team.
Yep.
If I'm just over here shanking free balls and shanking digs and passes, I'm like, guys, come on. Gotta do better. They should slap me in the face for saying anything. You know what I'm saying? The night before senior night, my freshman year, I come as a serving sub. 14-12, we're up. 5th set. Stand Sheriff Center. 10,000 people.
Oh, boy.
Unbeaten Long Beach. TJ DeFalco, NSYNC, Twiniga, and many, many more on that side. I go, serve it in the net, 14-13, and then they end up winning like 17-15.
Look at that concentration. And he serves it into the net. And a collective. By all the fans.
Really gets home. He's like, way to screw it up tonight, Gage. And then we just started wailing on each other. So, and my brother and I, we would ultra competitive at all times. But also we had this bond that no one can break. Luckily we're close in age where I played pretty much every club year with him except for 1 year.
Micah has always been my favorite player.
Mhm.
Watching him, like when I started playing volleyball, I was in 8th grade, and I would watch him and Kofi just tear it up at UCLA. What's it like having one of your best friends be that talented? And also, I mean, he's on the U.S. national team. Like, what's that like with your guys' dynamic?
Great set by them. Good. Ooh, that's nice. And then so pause really quick. I want to say something about Jeff. Never, ever take. Oh my God, I feel so bad. This kid was carrying us on the outside. I want to point that out. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I apologize. Never take a second ball from my brother. I can tell you, bro. I'll move back here too. I will have a ball. It's a libero. The ball can be dug right here. It's gonna land right here, and the ball is this high, and Joe will be running from 2, and I'm at 5. If I take it, he'll kill me. He will swat me. He will lay me out. So Jared. That is a good mustache. That's a damn good mustache. Me, that's just straight pubes on my upper lip. That's nothing.
Dude, I've been watching so many of your pods, bro. And I think like what's cool, one thing that Jared brought up when he met you at Nationals was like, you know, your personality obviously is what it is on social media, but it also is what it is, like, as I can tell right now, first time meeting you, like, it's exactly the same, you know, and I think that's such a cool thing because, you know, when I listen to your podcast with Micah and your brother, it's like, these guys are just dudes just kicking it, talking ball, having fun, you know, and I think that's what's so cool about this sport is, like, none of the high-level athletes are, like, super stuck up like that, I feel like.
Yeah. I think you see that with all, like, they're all like, really, I'm just speaking about volleyball because I know volleyball the best, like, and I'm fortunate to be put in a position where, like, I'm meeting or playing some of these guys, too, and get to know, like, a lot of, like, good, like, quality, ball players, but, they're open to anything a lot of the time. You usually see, like, at the top level, everyone's open to do anything, playing super chill, like, they don't take themselves too seriously. Actually, they take their job seriously. I'll tell you what the worst community of volleyball is. It's the damn semi-pro. For me, it's beach, and then it also will go into grass. It is those people who are the utmost worst, and they're poison in the community. They think they're all that. They take the 30, 45-minute warm-up. They do. I'm like, and they, like, belittle other people. They're like, oh, this is my. I'm like they think they just don't even get me started. Like, for years I've been talking about, like, it is the worst community out of anyone in volleyball. Also, that's saying the grass community as a whole is a great community, but I'm saying that the semi-pro, you know, maybe things aren't going so well on the beach, I guess. So then they try and go play grass or whatever. So then it seeps into that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the grass community is great. But
I watched the 6-man video last night again. For the, like, I think it was the second. Yeah, dude. Whoever produced that, bro. I was like, yeah, this is sick because I do media on the side too, and I'm like, dude, it's so awesome. But I bring that up because there was a clip during the semis, and I think you guys like made a bit of a comeback or something, and like they call a timeout, and then it's just you in the middle of the screen just talking across the net, just like, give me that shit, blah blah blah, and I was like, dude, this is so sick. I could only imagine what that felt like to, you know, talk shit back.
Yeah, the six man is interesting. First of all, I want to give credit where credit's due. We had a phenomenal film crew for that. Faina Zhang, who's our social media girl, like Swiss Army knife, unbelievable. She's busy doing other stuff, but the man that like does with also Joe Malik. So how we do it? You want me kind of like run you guys through
Dude,
how
absolutely,
we kind of shoot
bro.
these videos?
Yeah.
All right. So actually, I get fun talking about this. So okay, so you need it for us in order to make a video good, in my opinion. You can do one camera, and we did that in the beginning. Right? We did one camera. It was little Jake Myers. He had no idea. I could tell stories all. You guys know Jake? You guys know little Jake? Jared, you probably met him. Jake Myers is part of Out of System. He's like this little frat bro, kind of. Jake McSlunks, as we call him. And so I could tell stories for days. So he was 18. We said, hey, when we first did our first tour, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We said, Jake, he was 18, going into college. And I said, Jake, you're going to come around and we're going to grab you and put you in a minivan with me, Joe, and Micah. You record us. He's like, I've never held a camera up in my life. I was like, you're hired. You're in. Just for the vibes, right?
Yeah.
His parents dropped him off to me, Joe, Micah in a minivan. Like in our like it was a whole it was like the fact that they let him like come with us. I broke his wrist on the road accidentally by hitting it. Like it was great. Like that was one of the 1,000 crazy situations. We go to Pottstown that first time.
Yeah.
That first tour. And he's like, bro, and I run through the camera stuff. He's like, bro, I don't know what I'm like. What's like? I'll give you PG. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I literally have. He tweaked a little bit. He's like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing over here. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And because I was like, I need you to switch between normal frames, and then I need slow motion.
Yeah.
But my camera, you needed to autofocus it, so it wasn't like, oh, just switch the setting and boom, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like you need to autofocus while the action's going. While he had no idea what the heck he was doing with the camera.
Right.
This guy proceeds to shoot some of the most cinematic shots we have to date. And I'm like, Jake, you are unbelievable. And I'm like, whenever he's like putting resumes in, I'm like, dude, put your videography skills in there. He's like, dude, I don't know. Like, throughout the tour, he got better, but he had no idea what he was doing. But fast forward, that's when we were doing one camera. 2 cameras, we like to have one, as I like to call it, always in like 24 frames per second. Always, always a personality camera.
Yeah.
With a shotgun mic. That's one. And I'm saying, hey, get wherever there's action, get in the action.
Right.
Like for example, 6-man, they yell at the ref. I will take my camera if they're not, and I will throw them in the action. Like I'm like, get your ass over there and get that action. Sorry, I'm balancing my computer here. So I'm like, get in there, right? And then 2, shout out my boy Brody, Faina's fiance, Ray Reese. Oh my God, he shot. Do we still have the luau vlog? I gotta edit that. I should edit that, shouldn't I? But wait, should I edit that? You know what? Yeah. Tomorrow I have bus ride.
You edit a lot of the stuff?
Any cinematic vlogs, that's me.
Dude, that's cool. I mean, yeah, because my background is I do freelance videography and photography, so just like hearing all this stuff, it's like, yeah, all this stuff makes sense to me. That's awesome. Sorry, continue. I just wanted to.
No, yeah. You like at the beginning, I edited everything, but now we have a editor a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like for like challenges and like we're doing like a new segment called like Sets Education, like stuff like that. That's all shout out to Riley.
Yeah.
For that one, our editor. But like if it's like cinematic vlogs, I'm like, okay, I'll come out of retirement for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like because it keeps it fresh. You know, like I get more new ideas, whatever. I don't know, like when it comes to terminology, when it comes to settings, when it comes to all this, I'm like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Anything. But I tell you what, I know
what looks good.
For Out of System, I know how to make a story, and I know how to do pacing, and I know music. Music times volleyball, for some reason, I get.
Yeah.
Like, I hear a song, and I'm like, okay, work back. Okay, in this part, I like this part. So, like, I'm all over the place right now. Sorry.
No, dude.
So then I'll, like, write a script sometimes. Like, okay, when this song... 6-man, you can't do this because it's so erratic, and it sells itself.
Yeah.
When it comes to a grass vlog, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this song and play this song when this happens, and then kind of like this. I'm like, this is the type of shooting you got to do when this happens. This type of shooting you got to do when this happens, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. So, and I go through the videographers the night before, or the 2 nights before. So, but Brody, oh my God, he bought this cinematic lens. he has his unbelievable camera. He does his full times also like videography and stuff like for a company in Texas. Holy crap! I was watching our old 6-man vlogs, and then I watched this one. I'm like, dude, the shots, bro. I'm like, the slow-mo shots, I'm like, that's a damn movie. This guy made a movie.
Yeah.
Literally. And I'm like, and I remember he was actually really nervous. Like, bro, I hope, because some people say, like, we're going to make him be, like, intimidating for some reason. I guess. But and me and him are boys, though. But he's like, dude, I hope Gage likes the shots. And then he's like, I really want to see this video. And then, boom, I'm looking at these shots. I'm like, oh, my God. Also, after a shoot like that, you're looking at, like, about 2,000 videos to go through.
Yeah,
easily.
And, like, probably a terabyte or so of like footage. And
oh my God, yeah, the longest part isn't even the editing. As you know, it's the organizing.
It's looking through what clips are actually usable and like finding music and making sure audio is good, like all that stuff. So what you're telling me, Gage, is the fact that you edit your stuff, that means that Jared here can carry some weight in the post production.
Bro, me and my brother, we first started. I'm all over the place right now. Me and my brother, we first started going back and forth, and we just get in like screaming matches when we first started the podcast about this. And then eventually it turned to me. He's like, because he'd be like doing it wrong. I'm like, you're doing it wrong. He's like, no, I'm doing it my way. And it'd be like twice as long, whatever. So it goes back and forth. And then eventually I was like, I'll just do it. And that's kind of how I do it. But yeah, so then we shot that. And then 6-man is beautiful, but it's also kind of hard at times to make it different than the year prior. Because it's the same energy, the same format, same guys. But, and it's like a party crazy scene. And it's like sells itself.
Right.
But we're going on year 5 of doing it, and winning it.
Yeah.
So
we have to make a trip down there, bro.
Dude, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Dude. Anything. But yeah, so 6-man also in that, so you talked about me yelling. It's one of those things where it's like, it's so fun, but also I'm like, dude, I feel like I've such little control of this game. Like, such little. Because as a back row player, I'm like, dude, like, there's certain plays where I want to be like, because it's crazy jungle ball. Guys sometimes are the most sober, and second day, they're the most sober, I should say. And then also they haven't played in a while, and then you're playing from the deepest sand of the world. On top of that, you've been playing for 2 days straight, like, and it's jungle ball and you're footing. So, like, certain plays, you're like, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I move my errors too. But then as a back row player, it doesn't get to, like, do anything. It's like playing Libero, but, like, twice as worse in terms of lack of impact, control. And with that one to the line at all times, I'm like, dude, I want, but so I remember we were down and I dug a ball. Pat myself a silver. It was a solid dig. It was a solid dig. And then I remember we got the point and it changed our momentum around.
Yeah.
And then I started chirping. I'm not a chirper usually. Only when I feel a team needs it or whatever. And then kind of just came out and then I screamed and I was pretty lit. Not gonna lie, I was pretty fired up after that.
I thought you were like pretty lit, like intoxicated.
Oh, drunk? No, I don't drink.
Oh,
so for me, that tournament, if I wasn't on the team that I was on, I would hate that tournament. I would hate it because I'd be like, all right, unless we're like competitive and winning, 'cause I'm there for the volleyball and the vibes. Like I see a lot of old friends and stuff, but like, is that necessarily my tournament? No. It's just one big giant party and everyone just hammered. It's just like craziness. Probably not my type of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although I have fun and stuff. But it's the team and the camaraderie and like the historic nature of what we're doing is what makes it fun for me.
Yeah. Well, I guess
and the volleyball.
I guess going back to like you not chirping or like feeling lack of control as a libero in general, like what? Because the whole idea for me with this whole thing is like, how do we get kids to kind of understand the game a little bit more in depth, right? So I guess what would your advice be on, I guess, liberos or people who feel like they don't have as much control during the game to either make an impact, whether that's, you know, getting good touches or like you being the Energizer Bunny for a lot of the time?
I think it's easy. I think anyone can yell. I think it's a skill about someone who can bring someone up, right? So for me, we had a right side last year. Shout out to Xander Kaczynski. He's one of the Canadian national team opposites. Animal, just an absolute animal. And I know for him, I knew I was like, okay, I can't occasionally. I'll tell you a story about when I got on him one time. But usually I'm like, I'm just gonna hype this guy because this guy's just a physical specimen. And I know in the past I'm not just getting his head about stuff or whatever. I'm like, no matter what this guy's doing, I'm gonna, because he was our horse, like one of our horse. Like this guy, like feed this guy. Like I'm talking like 6'10", just shredded, just like big vertical, huge crazy arm. Just he's like a guy that. One time, I freaking love this guy. One time, I remember last year, 2 years ago, I was playing with him, and he has some David Goggins.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, who's going to carry the boats? Like, you ever seen that video?
And the logs, yeah.
This guy was dead ass, screaming in a huge international match. Didn't kill, was like, who's going to carry the boats? I don't get. Like usually Leo says that, but he is dead serious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's? And so I'm like, I know I got to hype this guy up constantly.
Yeah.
Consistently. Never like he can make error, but don't worry. But I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, you're so amazing, bro. Oh, I'm like, they're not touching you, bro. Not today. Like hype this guy up as much as possible. Other guys can be a little harsher on him.
Yeah.
I can be like, hey, like, so finding that versatility. First of all, handle you. Like you said, you need to handle your stuff. Like in order to get respect from the team, you need to be able to handle your stuff.
Yep.
If I'm just over here shanking free balls and shanking digs and passes, I'm like, guys, come on, gotta do better. You know, they should slap me in the face for saying anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So handle your stuff, and then on top of that, realize what each guy needs. You know, I say, okay, this guy needs a little more support. This guy, like, what does the team need? And then I think that's for me where I kind of find my strength in my leadership style. And, and make sure everyone's here. Because my team right now, actually, we're kind of in the midst of finding ourselves and finding that rhythm. And I jumped clubs after 3 years of being in Germany in like the same environment, same coaches, Sal, amazing teammates, amazing people. And I had that amazing teammates here, but we're kind of figuring it out. There's a lot of different, much more dichotomy in like age and stuff and like and whatnot. So like an experience and nationality. I mean, we had like 10 nationalities on the floor at one time. Like it's crazy. All right, you can't have 10 on the floor at one time. You know what I'm saying? No, on the team.
Yeah.
But so it's like this constant game, and everyone's trying to handle their stuff at the beginning of the season. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out like my role right now at times too, because I'm not close to being the oldest one or like the most experienced at times. So it's like, okay, like what? Anyways, I digress. There's just kind of different teams going to need different stuff from you. So I think for you as Libero, handle your stuff and bring comfort to others through what you see they need. Yeah.
Cool, dude. I mean, how your game you played on your birthday.
My birthday. I did.
And I mean I follow you guys. How do you pronounce your team's name?
Arago de Sex.
Yeah,
in the town of Set in the south of France.
Dude, I was trying so hard to like keep up with you guys on like your website, and then I texted Jared,
hard,
I texted
bro.
a couple of my friends. I'm like, it's really hard for me to navigate because everything's in French. But I figured it out.
You're telling me, bro. Bro, I'm over here like, can I get a baguette? What do you need?
But I figured it out.
Baguette.
But you balled out. I mean, it was hard. I couldn't find the highlights or whatever, but that's also what I've been told. 5-set thriller, I guess. What was the final score, and what was that game like?
Yeah, dude, that was their first game in Paris. Paris is a sick gym. They always have a loud crowd. They got an explosive young team. Great support, and we go in there. Absolutely bodied the first set. Oh my God, we're looking terrible. But But I did get, and I posted this, I'm coming off so braggy, but I don't know, I'm just pumped right now. I got my first kill in the French league off this guy rocketed one down the line, open net, this big Russian oppo.
Yeah.
Straight in my chest, and I went over and I got a kill.
That was when you guys uploaded yesterday, yeah?
Huh?
You guys uploaded that one yesterday. That's what it was. I thought that was from the game last night. I was like, oh, y'all work quick. That's cool though.
That was no. We lost last night, so I wasn't so pumped about it.
Yeah.
But we're figuring stuff out. But yeah, so then we came back to second set, just up and down, up and down. The French league is known for, okay, this is 13 teams. There's like 13, 12, 14 teams. Every team can beat any team on any given night. It's 13. Like, obviously you have the guys that are a little above, you know what I'm saying? But even those guys can lose the last place team on any given night.
Yeah. So
it's constant competitiveness. And I love it. And for me, I realize that I thrive in these situations. And not to say that I'm better than anyone, but what my downfall is if I play teams that are in Germany, I'll just say like we were a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom of the league was not so good. Mm-hmm. And I can guarantee you there's 12 players in the court. GAGE WORSLEY was the worst player on that court whenever we played those teams. I can guarantee you on that. So that's my downfall there. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm so amazing. I play, I'm saying, no, I have my downfall. So it's good to keep me in check more in this league. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. And it was just constant battle back and forth. We were down. And Lawrence, our German, who I played with last year, great friend of mine. I call him the hand of God. Goes back there, serves. Every time he gets it, because he has his straight arm swing, and then he has this gnarly tip down that he has. And then I grab every time this is a good example. Every time he gets a kill, I grab his hand. I'm like, hand of God shall not be, what was I saying the other night? Should not be denied his deliverance, just screaming. And he even squeezes it. He's like, hand of God. Like, we're all screaming. So it's stuff like that, I think, as also if you're just trying to be a leader out there, something of your whole team you get behind is always something cool.
Dude, we had
back in the match, we win in 5. Sorry. Yeah,
no, you're good. We had a tournament last weekend. Not a very good tournament, right? Me and him coached together. But I brought you up because after the video I made, I'm like, this guy's taking credit for stuff that he didn't even do, right? He's like, we watched the BYU Hawaii video.
Breakdown, yeah.
And you were talking about how, like, this dude missed a serve. I did that. And we were, like, losing this match, right? And then we gained a little bit of momentum. And then our oppo, who, like, he sees the floor every once in a while, but he was in there for, like, just as a change of tempo.
Yeah.
And, like, every single point, it didn't matter what it was, whether it was, like, someone who, on our team who got a kill, or, like, if the other team missed a serve, he was like, I did that. And he'd come off the floor, and he'd be like, I did that. And I was like, this is exactly what we need, because, energy is so huge, especially in this game where it's an emotional roller coaster.
For sure. No, that is the key right there. Just stuff that, like I said, it can be those ridiculous stuff, but something that you guys can get behind, so important.
Yeah.
Is so important. And like I said, realize the identity. Like for you guys, okay, maybe things weren't going so well.
Yeah.
He comes in, everyone's like, he does something, and he just laugh. Everyone's laughing. Free flowing start making plays, momentum, boom. Yeah. And you have the best player in the world on the right side who's causing errors in the other team. So it's a win-win for you guys, the way I see it,
Yeah. For sure, dude.
Also, I'm gonna move to this table here, so I'm not moving all the time.
Yeah, you're all good.
Fine.
Cool, man. Well, before we get to, I want to get to some of this film, even if it's just for a little bit. But just one thing for me, just curious on like what it was like with your brother growing up. Obviously, you guys are two very high level athletes. Obviously, a really good upbringing with your dad, and I'm sure there's a lot of stories on how he brought you guys up and turned you guys into elite. Just plainly like elite volleyball players, and that's no glaze. Like that's genuinely what you guys are, right? Playing
Appreciate it.
Top. But yeah, what was that like? How maybe touch on maybe not struggles, but how you navigated maybe whether it was like pressure or I know you talked about recently or a couple months ago or whenever it was about how your dad threw your second place medal in the river, like stuff like that.
That's a 10,000 page memoir right there.
Yeah.
And that self being raised in the Worsley household, how do you describe that? I'll say this. People meet me and they're like, oh, this guy's jolly. This guy's like a happy guy. This guy. And then they're like, oh, his must be like that in his family. No. My family's loving. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
How would I describe my dad? Intense. The Worsley household was constant intensity. Very old school, I would say for sure. My mom and my dad were both the oldest siblings in their family. My mom was the daughter of immigrant, like first generation immigrants from Germany. My dad grew up and he was the man of the house. And so that being said, a little hardened, I would say. And and my brother and I, we would ultra competitive at all times, but also we had this bond that no one can break. Luckily we're close in age where I played pretty much every club. It's called every club year with him except for 1 year. So we played all the way from when we were 6 and 7. We played 6 and 8. We played together. Except for 1 year, I was 11-year-old playing 14s. Got the bronze medal nationals, but we got third. But I still remember that semifinals match to this day. Also, my ADHD is really kicking in.
We got
penalized.
We're getting our money's worth.
8. Yeah, I try. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. We were penalized 18 points because I said we didn't have to ref, so we left. And they said, "Where's the reffing team?" So we lost the semifinal match in the national championships. Lost to Tormar. We had them, but we lost in the third set. And then they're like, "Where's the reffing team?" 18 minutes later, we're like, they said we didn't have to ref, so we all run back.
This is for what? Which match?
Dude, this is right before the bronze medal match. Like, and you had like this is like before the bronze. And then so we ref a game, and they're like, "Yeah, you're penalized 18 points now for the bronze medal match." We're down 18-0 first set. We lose the first set, and then we end up winning in 3. So we suck it. That was our first. That was actually cool because that was our first ever medal at nationals. That was really cool. Yeah. So, anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. But my brother, so then after that year, my brother went to 15s, and then I stayed in 14s when I was 12. Or 12 and 13. And then after that I played like 3 years of 18s and everything. So that was kind of wild. As a Libero and then 2 as an outside hitter, I want to say. But how can I try to wrap this up as best I can. How about this? My brother and I love each other dearly, but we get into it. Yeah. We're older now. We're more mature handling this, but like there's times we just beat the crap out of each other after games. And my dad's okay with that as long as there's no cheap shots, right?
Oh, so you mean like you guys are throwing hands?
Yeah, the last time luckily we didn't do this. The last time we did, we were in Hawaii. We were in Hawaii together. Remember, I messed up at the end of a match, and we were living together. Or I've stayed over at his apartment when I was a freshman because I'd stay in dorms. But before every match, it was actually before Long Beach. It was Long Beach. It was the night before senior night, my freshman year. I come as a serving sub. 14-12, we're up. Sub me in. 5th set. Stan Sheriff Center. 10,000 people.
Oh, boy.
Unbeaten Long Beach. TJ DeFalco, NSYNC, Twiniga, and many, many more on that side. I go, serve it in the net. 14-13. And then they end up winning like 17-15.
4,700 rise as one. Worsley's been here before, by the way. Look at that concentration. And he serves it into the net. And a collective. By all the fans.
We get home. I was so destroyed. Because the service up, you have one job. I get home to the apartment. My brother gets home. He's like, "Way to screw it up tonight, Gage." And then we just start wailing on each other. So we start beating each other. Show up to serve and pass because it's back-to-back nights. Serve and pass. We show up the next day, and we had like just marks all over us. And we had to say, "Coach, this is just so you know, like me and my brother got in a brawl last night. Crazy thing is, 13-11, I get subbed in 5th set. Next night, I get an ace, 14-11. So now it changed. So then it changed in the 5th set. Same team, TJ, and then we end up winning. I serve out the match, and then it's crazy. So any lesson was learned there. Hey, you never know. You just got to keep going the next time. Anyways,
or fight with your brother.
But my dad's very intense. He was the best club coach we've ever had.
Yeah.
To the foundation, like his fundamentals built an unbelievable pack rim team. Like an like if I were to like name names, and you'd be like, what? Like, I think like 5 or 6 of us, my brother and I, weren't doing out of system, or maybe even 7 that'd be in the USA gym right now, in that one back rim team. Unbelievable.
Dude,
that's like there were 7 of us that were all Americans in 1 year. I remember in college. 4 or 5 of us first team.
Okay, because I grew up in San Leandro, which is 25 minutes from where you went to high school.
Campo.
Right by Oakland. Yeah, right. Shout out Campo. Right by Oakland. And how did your dad recruit? Were they all recruited, or were they all homegrown kids?
So a lot of them. So this is how it went. Pack room in first years, it was all homegrown. It was like somewhere my dad's like, we were at another club and he wasn't happy with them. So then he's like, I'm gonna start pack room, start my own club. One team only, baby. And it was our 14th team, and that's when we were top 3 in the nation first year. It was me, my brother, and a couple of local kids that we just put together, and then we just defensed the heck out of people, honestly. And just mentality. One of my brother, and also something that my family installed in me, is like just mentality. Like, I will, and my brother does a good job of, he knows when I'm not like have that mental. Just a side note, he has his ways of getting me going. Just that mental side of like, just like, I'm gonna kill, for lack of better words here, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I will kill you before, like, I'm not here to be your friend or anything like that. So when it's game time, it's game time. And I was 12 years old thinking like that. And Joe's 13, 14. We had a bunch of guys out there, just dogs. And we weren't very tall at all. And we ended up getting, remember, we got 3rd. We'd always finish top. We were always in the championship or win a lot of the tournaments in the national tournaments. And then we got 3rd at nationals. But so it started like that. And then the next year, we had 2 teams when my brother went up in age, and I stayed down in age of 14s. 14th team, my team was the best in the nation, and it was all local grown talent. But then some people from the South Bay started coming down. And then same for Joe, they kind of started traveling all around. Mm-hmm. My 16s year that was when the Fresno market, that's when people from Fresno started traveling.
Bro.
And they were reaching out to us. By now, people are reaching out to us.
Yeah.
Right? So this is when we're getting like really good and stuff. And then we start playing USA national junior teams, et cetera, et cetera. As we're getting older, we're just getting all these friends. And I was 15, but our 17th year, we had a kid move from Texas to play for our team because his family wanted a better shot for him. And he moved to Fresno, and he would train down with the guys. And we have actually, these weekends were awesome. Imagine your best buds all staying at your house. You have double days, you have practice Saturday and Sunday. They get there Friday night. And you just practice them double day and just hang out all day, all in the same house every single weekend. And that was our weekend. And in the summers, it was double day every day. And so we'd all just hang out. And then at night, we just go to, I don't know, we just have fun or whatever. Teenagers, just play sports. And luckily, like, none of us were any trouble doers. So no one was doing anything like bad. Like, that easily can get ruined by like a bad habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But none of us were like that or anything like that or disobedient. So it was just good vibes the whole time. Guys were super close, just super competitive all the time. Fast forward, then we were like, hey, dude, like remember Micah? He was in Hawaii. Joe and him were really good friends in the junior national team. Micah, he played at age up. They all graduated, and then they're like, dude, like Micah just missed that feeling of his club, Kailua. He missed that feeling, and he got that close feeling with Joe and my dad and stuff when he met him. And she's like, I'll play for you guys for sure. So he ended up playing with us and stuff.
Where was he?
So then like we had players from Hawaii. I'm gonna try and rattle some off. Hawaii, Oregon, multiple from Hawaii, 3 from Hawaii. Oregon, middle of California, which is 6 hours away. Virginia, a guy moved from Puerto Rico. I'm missing a bunch, actually. Sorry. We had a lot of players from everywhere. But yeah, sorry, you had a question there.
No, I was asking because Micah's he's from Hawaii.
Oahu. Yeah.
Right. But he moved out here to
He
play
joins
for
in
you
the
guys?
summer. Yeah, so he
I
joins
see.
in the summer. He just
I
lived with
see.
us. Like I said, like
Got
my
it,
mom
got
would
it,
make
got
these
it.
huge meals. We'd eat after. It was just unbelievable times.
Gotcha.
Unbelievable. And then we won the national championship that back to back. That was unbelievable. He was never the first one, but he won 7 before us. So 8 national championships for Micah, the most decorated junior player of all time. I don't think people know that. 8. He won every single age group.
Dude,
that is insane.
I guess last question, then we can get into some of this video. But like, Micah has always been my favorite player. Watching him, like when I started playing volleyball, I was in 8th grade, and I would watch him and Kofi just tear it up at UCLA. What's it like having one of your best friends be that talented, and also, I mean, he's on the U.S. national team. Like, what's that like with your guys' dynamic?
I mean, for us, that can easily get someone's head for sure, right? But for him, he's shown. For him, it's just I don't know. I mean, like, it would be different, I think, if we didn't play pro as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we weren't playing pro volleyball and stuff and finding success in that, then it'd be maybe our dynamic. It wouldn't be different in terms of he would think we're better, but we'd have less to relate to. We live in 2 different worlds. You know what I'm saying? But since we're here 9 months at the time, he's in Russia. It's a little different, but he's living it up over there. He's having a great time. It's not, and then he has his national team in the summer, and that's when we have access some more, and then so like there's not a disconnect, but there's not as much, like he's busy and we're busy, you know, type thing. But our relationship is the same as when we were younger too. Like we're all just super close. We're just talking. We have so much also to relate to. It doesn't feel like it's like I don't know. Our relationship is all super close. But anytime he's on the floor, like we're always like cheering for him, and we're always like getting him going, and not getting him going, but we're always like cheering for him and wishing the best for him. And seeing him in the Olympics and NBC, that was super sick when he was in the opening ceremonies, man. That was unreal. So seeing him reach that levels of success is something that he's done his whole life, and he continues to be a stand-up human being, stand-up brother, family man, husband now. So he just been himself, and nothing has changed. It's like I said, I think it would be something that I'd maybe think about a little more if we weren't overseas. Like I said, spending most of the time overseas together or whatever. So it's a lot of time we're just talking about stuff like that, like overseas and stuff. And Joe played in France. Mike played in France. I'm not playing France. So it's something that we can relate to in that aspect of things. But same old. But seeing him succeed is something that he's done again and again. And even in a tough situation where he's at right now behind Micah Christensson, it's like, dude, how he approaches it and how he... Because it's easy to be like, to be in that situation, be like, this sucks or whatever. And it's not easy at times, but he handles it. He's like, dude, I will... My goal is to do what my team needs and be the best. Like, whatever they need to win, I'm going to be there. Whether it's they need me to cheer really loud and have good energy, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I think 99.999% of people on earth would not react that way.
And that's a big part. That's a big part in like youth sports, right? And I get it.
Yeah.
You know, these kids are paying money and all that stuff, but like for him to be one of the best setters in the world and still have the attitude backing somebody and, you know, not getting the amount of touches he wants to get, like, I don't know, I think that's super commendable for sure.
Yeah, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
And he always has a great attitude about it. And I always try and get when he's talking about it, I always, like in podcasts and stuff, I always I'm not saying I do some great thing, but it's definitely an interesting subject that a lot of people can hear. So it's always something in podcasts we always try and talk about. And I try and clip too. So like, obviously for the younger generation, that's how they consume the content. So it's really interesting. I think if any lesson can be learned, which there are plenty of when it comes to Micah humility, not feeling sorry for yourself. I think that's one thing me and my brother, that's why honestly, like, we always play really well together and we're always really close.
Yeah.
Almost like brothers, me and my brother and Micah, because we were raised the same way, same exact way. Like, don't feel sorry for yourself. No excuses. Like, just make the best out of your situations, you know? Never, ever, ever, ever complain. And just like about stuff like that, you know? So that's something that you can, a good lesson for younger players.
That's awesome, dude. You got anything before we hop into this film?
I don't think. Let's do it. Let's see.
Cool, man.
Volleyball.
Well, let me
Let's rip it.
So I don't know if you watched this before today, or obviously you've seen it, but like prep for it. But I'm gonna throw a slight curveball. I watched the first set and I was like, I think the second set's better. So let's
The second set of what?
The original match against Winter Park.
That's our most viewed video right there.
Is it really 545? Okay, let me share.
You want me to get some background on this video?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
maybe I said at the beginning of the video. I don't remember this. So we're at Winter Park. Shout out Winter Park. Phenomenal club. Phenomenally run. Unbelievable facility and environment. Some of the, if not the, like, that club is amazing. Amazing. So we go and we're there just for our first time ever. Was not this past summer, the year before. So this is 2 summers ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we go and they're like, yeah, our 18s team or 17s at this age is the best in this side, East Coast, and going for a national championship. I said, okay. And they heard you're in town. We arrive. Let's say we arrive on a Friday. They're like, we're doing like a clinic or whatever. And then they're like, they want to play you guys. I'm like, they want to play us? So this summer, as you saw in this we're still releasing a lot. We're going to be releasing a lot more of these types of videos here pretty soon here. But we played a lot more this summer. This summer right here, though, or this past summer. This summer that you're seeing 2 summers ago, we did not play at all. I think, as you can see in our play, it was not good. It was, at least myself, I was treacherous. I think like I hit like -1,000. And so then they switched me back to Libero because I was so bad at hitting, as we should have. And so like they want to play us tonight. So then we just grabbed together people like that we had no idea or whatever. Obviously I'd say this past summer we were a little more prepared though, I will say, in terms of our team. But because they said they want to rematch right after this, so then yeah, that happened. But anyways, that was what happened. We said, okay, we'll put it together. And then Mac May was by far our best hitter. She's an animal. That's why she's in Japan.
She is incredible.
Yeah,
dude, she's
pretty nuts.
Hey, Eli, you're in next game then after that. Win. Who's gonna hold service? Steve. That's all it is. I'll be Libero. I'll take most of the court.
Shout out that guy to my right there. That guy. He was, I forget his name. We haven't played middle. And this is actually a true definition of a real team player. He goes and he's a lefty. He's like, we won this set. I remember this second set. And right when I put him in the middle, he's like, I'm usually right side. Can I play? And he kept asking me to play right side. I was like, bro, we're winning if you in the middle. You're gonna stay. We have no middles. Stay in the middle. It's like, okay, yeah, but I can play right. I'm like, bro, you're doing great. Stay in the middle. And he stayed in the middle, and we ended up winning. But yeah, sorry, we can press play here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I've got short.
So if you want me to talk about anything, just say, hey, like, in the situation you did this.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like, for the most part, I can follow.
Yeah, cut whenever you need to. Or let me know and I can pause whenever. But I mean, already off the rip, I have a question.
Yeah.
Serve receive, right? Or I guess just defense. Whenever you're back row, you're talking to like some of the highest level athletes on the planet, and yet you still are communicating consistently, right? Like, how important is that as a young libero, or like where did that kind of click for you that you have to be constantly in communication?
Well, good news is, I don't know if you could tell, I can't shut my mouth to begin with, so it kind of gives me an outlet there. Second is, I'd say that's my leadership style, and for me, I think the players around me, I think for me, they have a level of respect for me where they know if I'm talking to them, I'm trying to help or whatnot, and they take it into account. So for me, whether it's in a video like this where I'm playing with, okay, maybe obviously you have Mac and Joe, maybe some rec level players or something like that. Communication helps guide. If we're playing it for the first time, the more I communicate to you in a certain way. Obviously, I'm not saying, oh, I want the ball tighter here. No, but like communication or what to expect and what needs to, like, I don't know. It's a fine line because you can have people going and being like the wrong people talking, if you get what I'm saying here. The ones that should not be talking are the ones talking. You know what I'm saying? So one, know your place, be real with yourself. That doesn't mean you have to be a crazy high level player to communicate and be effective, but just know your role. So my role is, okay, I know probably the best serve receiver on my side right now. So I'm gonna be like, okay, my job is to make my hitters feel comfortable and give as many opportunities as possible. Right? So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm seeing left here. This is what you're gonna do in this situation. Turn my right. This is what he's gonna do in this situation. Be ready for this. If he goes to zone 1, I will have this and this and this, and then now let's roll. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is I'm saying, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, and watch out what this server's gonna do. It's not a lot of, hey, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. It's more of what to
suggestive,
expect. And,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Left here. He's gonna aim for you. He's gonna cut it.
Yeah, so there, like I said, I'm trying to just like say, hey, watch out for this seam here. But nothing, like I said, I'm not trying to demand anything right now. I think, yeah. And then certain guys, I remember he was hitting mainly the seams or whatever, and sometimes he tried to go to 1, and I'd be like, but he'd be missing a lot. As a serve receiver, that's when you want to be like, okay, shift over and leave 1 open and see what he can then. This is a 17-year-old kid, by the way. I'm not trying to be like this 17-year-old kid.
Give Winter Park some credit. These guys are animals, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but like even at the top level, it's like that though.
For sure.
But yeah, a lot of these guys I just met like an hour ago. And then for me, I know also my strength is serve, so that's the biggest thing.
I was asking him. Yeah. Sorry, but I was asking Jared. I was like, how much do you think Gage works on his serve? Because like I know liberos usually aren't serving, but obviously with your background, like how much of that is part of your training regimen?
You're looking at it right now. This is me working on it right now in the game. So for me, if you're fortunate to play in the last 3 years, I was on a team that had like a lot of mini games where I'm always touching and contacting the ball.
Yeah.
But in terms of actually, I'm serving very rarely. Remember good crack. Remember last time, my past, I've been talking about my past couple lot because I spent 3 years there, and here I'm still filling things out.
Yeah.
When we had a good lefty server, they would put me back there against the outsides and like start bombing serves. I'm not going to say I was an animal, just lighten them up, but let's just say things went my way. But no, so for me then, I'm fortunate enough where genetically I was gifted with a really good arm and a really good snap. And I worked on those. My dad, being the maniac that he was in middle school, he would have us like go right after middle school, hit 100 shots on this cone, 100, so my shots are pretty good in that way. But also genetically, I was talented at that. I don't have a high vertical, as you guys can see here. Like I hit certain shots, people are like, oh, that's probably because he's a really good vertical. No, I do not. That is a big mistake that people think I have a high vertical. I do not. I have a good arm and I have a good snap. So it makes it look like, so what angles people would need to get higher, it's more of a cut here or a cut here for me, and good contact. I don't jump high. But no, I don't really work on it at all. But I was luckily, I worked on serving a lot when I was younger. Float and spin and everything, and it comes naturally to me too, so I'm lucky with that. But also, you see that low toss there, I'm luckily because of my compact arm swing and my good snap, the low toss is less variables for me that I can't control. It's everything's compact, everything's perfect for me right there, so it makes it more consistent. And that's because my arm swing. I'm not suggesting low arms. Some guys, I'm like, you should not be doing low toss, just arm swing not fast enough, etc. Or even if you do, like, you can probably generate more heat with higher toss, but you don't. But for me, in this instance where basically 17-year-old kids, I can afford to be like more compact and whatnot and just focus on really, really being consistent. Yeah.
Cool.
You can keep playing here, but the biggest thing here I want to talk about is also, as players, is eliminate the easy balls. Eliminate the tips and everything. In terms of getting beat on them. As a defender, my job is to handle tips, easy balls like this, Pause it really quick.
Yep.
That guy's a setter. So middle back was new to him. That's something, and I had my fair share of mess ups. This is just a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let tips and easy eliminating those, whether you're at the highest level or the lowest level. Eliminating those are so important, right? You get so many games, especially at the youth level, that if I'm a coach, and my brother always talks about this too, eliminating the easy balls always. Don't let them beat you on that, and then make them beat you on the hard balls. But that's something I want to talk about. Yeah, and also mention.
I actually say that a lot. Is there's like, especially on defense, there's 2 types of balls that you have to pick up, and it's the soft stuff away from you, and it's the hard stuff that comes right at you, and that's
for
kind
sure.
of like my focus of the categories of like, okay, if they if they take a great swing and they hit the hell out of the ball and it goes over there, like no worries, that's fine.
Yeah.
But we got to be able to run down the soft stuff and not let them get away with the cheap stuff, because we lost a tournament in Vegas Nationals one year for the bronze match where it was just this middle just tipping over our middle every time. Like, this dude wasn't gifted with a lot of height, but he was just going up and just the tip just every time. And those are definitely the balls I think that make the biggest impact on translating into more.
What I've noticed too is your biggest flaws will always come back to haunt you. So if you're not really good at easy stuff, I'm not saying your team's not good at that. This is something that just kind of thought of that. P.S. If your team's listening, get your. No, I was kidding.
No, please.
No,
all of them. Every team we
100%.
No, but like my team or me, when I wasn't so good at something, it would always come to bite me in the butt later, like when the key moments, championship or something like that, and I'd be like, man, in the game you're like, I'm gonna go do 500 reps and get better at this, like right after you lose, and then you end up doing nothing, and then okay, and then you're like, man, I really got to work on this. And then after a couple of days, you're like, I don't really want to work on that. Who wants to work on something they suck at, So that was for me. And even now to this day, I'm like, okay, like there's some certain stuff that I should have worked on earlier, but I'm working on it now. But obviously I wish I worked on it earlier, So keep that in mind if anyone listens out there for a team or whatnot.
For sure.
Good pass, good one. Having Joe as a setter also really helps. Helps.
I would imagine.
But yeah, easy balls like this. It's okay though. But like I said, he played great. He was a big reason we won. Run it, Joe in the middle, outside. Nice. Yeah, they're automatic together. Those two are freaking automatic together. Remember,
how tall is she?
She's a little taller than me, like 6'3", I want to say. Joey hit here. Good rip. Nice, Fatty. Mac. Good tip here. Nice, easy ball. Good. Transition, good. We get a good rip off it. That's an okay mistake. When those mistakes kind of happen, you can keep playing. It's okay. When those mistakes kind of happen, that's completely okay.
Yeah.
And so you see in the float balls, I'm being extra aggressive, trying to take as many balls as possible. Let my hitters go. Again, wait, let me come on. I forgot what I was saying there. Sorry, I didn't see what I was saying there. Sorry, I can't. It's
you just said don't let tip drop, which is exactly what you're talking about
and that's a big thing. You're gonna hear me say that in all my videos. Do not let the tips drop. Do not let the tips drop. Yeah, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, making sure everyone's together. I think I mixed between float and spin here because I didn't know what my team needed or it needs something different. Tip, touch. Okay, let's see what we got here in transition. Good play by them. Good play. And that play they can have. There's a give and a take in volleyball, right? So we can pause here really quick. There's a give and a take in volleyball, and I think it's different. Even talking to my girlfriend who's playing on the best team in the world right now in Italy, it's and I think she understands it now. But she would like watch my games and she'd be like, "Did you play well? Like you missed this and this." She's a very, very high level volleyball player. But it's just a difference of. No, she would always be not like that, but I'd be like, yeah, I think this happened, and I'd be like, all right, whatever, it doesn't matter. And in the girls' game, there's not much of a give and take on average, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by give and take, it's like, okay, if guys are really physical, they're gonna be able to hit this, and this. If this happens, you give it to them, whatever. This happens, you give it to them, whatever. Girls. A lot of good physicalness, but physicality. But I would say there's more defense. There's more of a chance on defense. Mm-hmm. So whether it's serve or whatever, like guys, good servers, pop it up. That's what we're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Girls, I don't think there's ever a time when you're like, or on average, you ever like just pop it up. You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic as much. So I think that there's a give and a take. So like I said, they make plays like that. Bravo, you let them have it. Next play, you know. But again, the easy plays, the medium plays, the transition, make sure you do everything to your possibility. That's the stuff you have to be like, okay, I have to be really, 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 really good at this. Also, Graf teaches you that too, you know. And then she played Graf actually, and then I'd tell her they were trying to. Remember, I'm not some guru here again, but I played a little bit of Graf here, so I'm like, you got to give and take, and that concept is a little new to them. She played with 2 other indoor players. I'm like, they do this, let them have it. Do this, have them have it. Where are they scoring majority of their points? Majority of the time, where's the ball going to go? That's where you got to defend, you know. And so then they started doing stuff like that. Actually, I take that back. I am a guru. I know everything. After saying that out loud and after hearing myself talk, I'm so amazing. And no,
someone pay this guy.
But no, the give and take is definitely big when it comes to the men's game or swimmers game.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, but constant hype, always on your team. Constant feedback. Yeah, tip, good, taken care of. Get a swing off it. We want to get a tip, get a swing off it, and boom. And that's what wins. And there we go. That's why I'm so pumped about covering tips, baby. That fires me up. That tip they can have. That was a good play. Very, very good.
That's a give.
Yeah. Again, I'm trying to be as extra aggressive as I can. Good high ball. See this high ball? We're always putting high balls in the net in terms of defense and everything. Sorry, I don't really see what I'm saying right now. I apologize here.
I can try again.
Maybe, if you can get audio, maybe it'd be better there.
Yeah.
Maybe, my bad.
No, that's totally my fault. I don't know.
Nah, take your time.
Let me see.
I know they're going to be technological. Trust me, I know.
I got it. It's this button right here.
There it is.
Bro's cooking, bro. Oh, there we go. We here?
Yeah. How's that?
There we go.
Let me turn this closed caption off too.
Oh. Yeah, so that happens, but Joe loves the middle. Joe loves running that middle. He loves establishing the middle in the pipe. So I think I go back to spin. I don't know why. So I'm like, you know what? Suck it, 17-year-old. I'm going to try to get my anger out, my angst and anger. But no, they're a really good team. Great set by them. Good. Oh, that's nice. And then so pause really quick. I want to say something about Joe. Never, ever take. Oh my God, I feel so bad. This kid was carrying us on the outside. I want to point that out. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I apologize. He's a great. He's a setter, so he's naturally just taking that ball.
Yeah.
Never take a second ball from my brother. I can tell you, bro. I'll move back here too. I will have a ball as a libero. The ball can be dug right here. It's gonna land right here, and the ball is this high, and Joe will be running from 2, and I'm at 5. If I take it, he'll kill me. He will swat me. He will lay me out. He's known for taking like 7-footers out. He goes, do not touch the ball, ever.
I think that's a good lesson to learn as young setters, though, right? It's like you gotta go after every one.
Yeah,
that's your ball.
Yeah. And establish. I'm like, literally, I really want to go for it, and I'll just go like this. No, I'm not touching it, you know? And also, I'm not saying that for all setters, because not all setters are capable of making a sliding jump set from the ground to the outside.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But also, know your setters. If they need a little more help, then take it. But if you're really aggressive setters, like I have all my life, get the heck out of there. Yeah, you're best player. Yeah, like this. Yeah, it's like plays like that. Yeah. Hands. Love the hands. Big hands, guy.
Watch it short, Izzy. Watch it short.
You like hands on top or just hands on float?
I'll tell you what, actually, recently I've been just like raw dogging these spins, bro. I just been like taking them with my hand, and I'm like, I have a video of this actually. I had one guy, Moss, this big Cuban opposite last year in the semifinals, rimps a ball. On video, it doesn't look as fast, but it was like, I only know kilometers an hour. It's like 120 something, which is kilometers. You can do the math.
Like 65, 70. Yeah.
And I just raw dogged him with my hands. Not to say I'm amazing or anything. It's just been kind of happening. I did it last night again. Typically with only floats, but I also got ace last night too by trying to go hands on the hybrid. So I don't, like I said, I'm not some guru. Errors happen. So again, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna let her play for a little. I'm gonna let her play for a while. Good play. Ooh, big one. See, show some love there. Show some love. Yeah. He did great. This time. Easy play. I mean, easy roll shot. And we want to get a swing off. Usually okay. So usually pause really quick.
Yep.
Know your surroundings. Know, okay. In this setting, you can't expect them to be perfect. Actually, I remember this last video you made, Nate.
Yeah.
I remember I yelled at Blake, and I was like, "Come on, you got to hold certain people to a higher standard."
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So this is a pro team. Or in transition, we're not going to get killed like that, or better swing. You're gonna be like, "Come on, like guys, like you're gonna get on." But the fact that we got okay, easy ball, good set, good swing, we're okay with that. So know your surroundings too. So that's also a big thing as a leadership. You have to understand what your team makeup is capable of. And then that way you're not like an asshole. I was an asshole in that. This is the Blake when I put it on the net and he free balled her over because he knows better and he should be ready to attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never yell at anyone on here. Maybe it's Joe or something, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in these instances, it's definitely that's okay. But usually, if it's a higher level, I'd be like, God, we need a better X, Y, and Z on that.
Right. It also comes with chemistry too, I would imagine. Right. Like there's some
first day on the job here for us.
Yeah.
So show some love there for sure.
Yes, there we go.
Back to my jump spin. Ooh, little shorty.
Short.
Suck it, 17-year-old. Good. Yo, also in this instance, you have to realize. What a rip by Joe there. Sorry, I keep stopping, but also you have to realize I think that again, you have to realize the standard.
Yep.
That as a good leader, I think understands. I just need this from you. I just need this from you and this from you. And for me, I have to handle this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
But I will never ask that from you and you. If I know this is where your skill level is, that's okay. That's completely okay. I think the bad leaders, when they're inefficient at something, then they start to be even more like an a-hole.
Yeah.
Right? And I think knowing that, okay, for me, I'm like, okay, I want to neutralize as many situations as possible for the team around me. And so when we play these pickup games, I'm like, okay, you'll see that a lot. I think that it'll be like, I'll get mad at myself, but I'll never get mad at them for the same stuff, you know? And knowing that, I think is important of a leader too.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm also really aggressive here. The run right back.
Come on, that's the one, Mac. Oh, sorry, Izzy. Don't dig a ball.
The run by them.
Front row.
Good short ball.
Oh, nice serve.
See, big man.
He's back.
I said, so usually what happens, I think,
Outside.
so pause really quick right there.
Yep.
Also, when you get to a good point of reading, and I think my brother and I have been around someone's volleyball and have good volleyball minds where we're not just thinking about just what happened, but what's coming next.
Yeah.
Is, I think, I released some videos about this, and I'm not always right. I want to point that out. But knowing what's coming next comes with experience. So this is why I'm always trying to communicate with my team.
Mm-hmm.
My brother knows this, and I know a pretty good volleyball mind, so we're always trying to communicate with that with the team around us. And I think that also gives. So for a Vijay example, I say you move up, grab the tip, and then they hit it past them. That's my fault, and I always take accountability for that. So also as a leader, I think you should know when you're wrong too, and admit when you're wrong, and you should. That way, the team has more respect for them.
Right.
Sweet. That's the
All right, that was 9-man there.
Died, man. Give it up. Oh, he got me there. Good shot by them. Good shot by them. Right. Good tip by them.
It's a crazy tip.
Those plays are fine. Chilly. Nice set. Always err on the net. Always put the ball second touch on the net. Always.
What's the philosophy behind that? Because that's something that I'm trying to figure out how to communicate with the kids that I coach. Is like, I give them a spot on the floor to set it at system ball. For the most part, it's like, I don't have a specific spot, I guess.
When you're older, and maybe like at a higher level too, it's like obviously you're more physical and stuff, so we try and put it on the net because then we can joust. We can do a lot of stuff with recycle. It's also hard on the block. When a ball comes like from here, like we always say, like at the pro level, it's better to send the ball over the net than off the net for us. Because we want to be aggressive. We want to be practicing. Even if I'm like running and I'm like 20 feet off the court, they'd rather me send the ball over trying to put it on the net than off the net. Now, as with the younger team, maybe less physical team, you can kind of, I've heard like the 3x3 rule of the 3x3, I think they're 5x5. Like I've heard this rule and stuff. Yeah. And my brother, he can answer this question better than I can. When he works with setters, he always talks about, he has like specific spots when it comes to ages and stuff. Like age is okay, you can put like specific spots out, but when you're around 17, 18-year-old boys or physical girls, I'm not as familiar with. Yeah. Maybe not as physical at that age. I don't know. On the men's side and like the high women's, like in like when older like women and stuff and like college, like high level college, put that ball in the net always and let your boys kind of go like joust, swipe, recycle. Yeah. Again, it makes it way harder on the block. You put a ball from off the net, how many times are you getting a good rip on that? And how many times are you getting blocked? Yeah. Also, if you try and recycle from off the net, it goes straight down every single time. So putting on the net, you saw that, okay, we can do something with it. We can make do. We can get maybe a second chance on it. Right. Come on, Joel. They really keep serving me. I'm not passing amazing, but it worked out. Yeah. Good serve, man. Come on. I will probably put me in the middle back. There we go. I started. The good thing about being the full-time libero is you're serving twice.
I did say that.
Also, pause really quick right there. Really quick. Middles. This guy's a great middle. This guy's a great guy. Great kid. Again, I feel bad being critical of like 17-year-olds. No. But this is just a lesson. Too many times, even at this level, even at the pro level, like high level middles, they see a ball and just on the net. You want to keep the ball as much as possible. They see a ball in the net, they just want to, and then all of a sudden they just give a free ball over like this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep the ball. Ball is tight. You see really high level middles. They're really good at balls tight. They still either they do something really good with it, or they use it at least like get a free ball back, if not a kill. Yeah. Or they just play it up. And they keep it. Like, even on the second touch, they see it and they just whack it over when they could have a set right here and set it, Yeah. I think that's a volleyball IQ. I think it's also a problem with, like, a lot of time. Like, males are too specialized at a young age when these other countries don't do that. And so they're really good at setting. They're really versatile. They're really good at free balls. They're really good at passing, X, Y, and Z. Like in France, they're not. They only play 3v3 until they're 14 or so. So there's no middles, no specialized. They play 3-on-3 volleyball, the best form of learning everything in volleyball until they're 14. And so they're good at everything.
We'll definitely have to touch on that later on after this. That's such a good point.
And then we get a kill off that because in a crucial moment at 18, now 18, because in 1917. With our best server in the line. And the momentum's now on our side. So the small stuff like that. Now, like I said, no hate to this kid or anything like that. Now that situation, that's where you go for the kill. We can get a good swing on it right there. Good. Tip. Yeah. You see that at a young age a lot more. You can keep playing, but you see that at a young age more when the guys are they give you more errors and stuff, and they're just young kids first learning. But a lot of situations you want to be not trying to force a situation that's just not there, and just give what's taken to you, and not try and just power trip, try to get a kill. Nice one. There we go. So, that was a good swing by him. They're a physical team, man. This team is really physical. Engage me super aggressive and shanking, but don't worry, Joe. Where's it? Oh. And this is why I pause really quick.
Yep. Oh.
The biggest thing is I think that this is where experience shows a little more here. It's easy to kind of get mad, and I was mad at myself, but to get like really down on yourself. But aces happen,
Yeah.
Obviously, if maybe you're not a good passer, you're not experienced, and you don't have a lot of confidence, is when I think players can like shut down, especially at this point of the game. The biggest question I get is how do I come back after an error? Like, how do I come back from that? A lot of times it's experience, it's confidence, and it's hard to realize when you're in that state. Like, even if you're going through stuff over here, like at this level too, is like, it's hard to get out of that funk.
Yeah.
But experience, reps, and knowing that you've done it, it comes with time too. But aces just kind of happen, and you just got to be ready. Like, ace is a critical time, which can't happen. Well, it wasn't ace, but a crappy pass that shouldn't have been. It's something that, you got to move on from. And I have no idea how to respond right here or what happens next. Remember, I made some adjustments with Mac here. So I was a little too aggressive there. Or no, I said, you just go here, and I'm going to take it again. And I forget what happens. Let's see here.
As soon as he tosses, just go. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And then I baited him into it. Sucking 17-year-old.
Jade is like, I did that. I did that.
And then we ended an ace. Good job, Mackie.
Here we go.
Oh, no, we don't have, that's not over. That's tough. It's okay, we just want to play more volleyball.
That's a dot.
That's that. And that's our boy right there. See, just show him some more love. Also, watch your language kids when you're playing. Show him love. See?
Do not, if it's... I know, but you were good blocking though. Oh, yeah? If it's not broke, don't fix it. I know you want to play right side, but if we're winning with that lineup... I'll play wherever you want me to play, that's why I'm asking. That's why we're going to stay with this lineup. Can we stay middle? Yes. Watch, you're going to make...
He does not want to play middle. Sorry, if you have any questions after this.
No, you're good. Keep going.
When you're meeting people for the first time,
yeah,
right? I know how to system, and I know its reach and everything. So chances are, like in this environment, specific environment, people will maybe know of us, right? And honestly, I don't really care what public people think, but I make sure I try to do my best not to come off like an asshole. But in this situation, it's like, dude, like, I don't care. Give me 17-year-old kids out there because we lose. I'm gonna hear about it, and they're gonna give me, or like this is a we're not losing the situation here.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like I'm always the guy that be like, no, you're gonna play this, and you're gonna play this, and you're gonna play this, and maybe you come off like an a-hole at times, but at times I'm like, dude,
I think you handle that very well. I mean, we don't want to hold your time for too long. I think we want to just finish off with just a couple of questions. Let me stop sharing real quick. There we go. Yeah, well, I guess my biggest thing right now is like, what's the rest of the season for you look like? And also like, what does daily life look like for you out there? Like I would imagine you've experienced it for the past 3 years, but new country and all. Like, what's that like?
4 years. This is my fifth year overseas.
This is your fifth year? This is your 5th year overseas? You were in Germany for 3 years. This year in France.
So I was in Bulgaria my first year.
Terrible.
And then 3 years in Germany in the same place in Libero.
Gotcha. Okay.
The boys that were there. And then now I'm set France.
Gotcha. What's that like, adjusting from Germany to France?
So now I don't blame anyone out there. Because my geography was not good until I got over here. Classic American trope right there.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna describe the best I can. 3 years I spent in Lüneburg. We're just gonna gloss over Bulgaria because it deserves it. I'll just put it like that. 3 years I spent in northern Germany. Germany is a northern country in Europe. So I was in a northern north country. I was bordering Denmark, which is people just think like Vikings and stuff and yada yada. And they also think about the cold weather. Yeah, that like there. So I was right next to Hamburg. Beautiful city, beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful environment. Weather, you got your 4 seasons. I'll just say that. It's a lot of gray, a lot of snow, and unbelievable during Christmas time. I will say that. Like, it was unreal during Christmas time. In like spring and summer, it was really nice. Like, they had some like cool lakes you can go and everything like that. Like, that was super sick. It was a lot of wet and also snow a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So it was cold. Being a Cali boy and 4 years at Hawaii, I was like, what the? After my first year.
No. Keep going. I'll figure something out here.
You can still hear me though? I can pause, man. No
yeah, you're good. Go for it. I don't want to hold you for too long.
Dude, no, you're chilling. You're if you got it to go, I can keep going.
No. We don't gotta go. I just don't want to hold you on for too long.
Dude, I'm chilling. I'm literally chilling.
Let's go back to MacBook. Yeah, go for it.
So I spent that much time in the colds. 3 years of that. I got used to it. You know, you get used to it. And obviously it's an unbelievable city and stuff, an unbelievable place. Germany's colder. My girlfriend played in Berlin, which is about 3 hours away. So it was just like, and then like you'd go in these cities and you'd go in like after matches, I'd train over to her, and then we'd have these amazing nights in Berlin, like at restaurants, yada yada. Unbelievable. Nothing but love for that place. But then I moved here in France. People probably don't know unless they've been to the south of France. Is closer to the equator. It's way closer to the equator. You guys can see me good?
Yeah, we'll just rock with this right now.
Where's there? I can still see you guys. It's warmer. It's way warmer. I live on the beach, pretty much. Not pretty much. I live on the beach.
Yeah.
So, and it's warm and it's still sunshine out. Like, not all of France is like that. Only the south of France. Like, we were just in Paris, we talked about. It was wet, dark, etc. You know what I'm saying? Not as cold as where I was, but like not amazing weather. It's fall, going into winter. Here it's still sunny. Like, we can still go to the beach. Like, that's so unbelievably nice. Yeah, no, it's sick. It's sick. So that's like a fishing village. There's a lot of beautiful. We're on the coast. There's a lot of beautiful cities up and down the coast. I'm 3 hours from Barcelona. So I went to Barcelona one time to fly out to go see my girlfriend who lives in Venice, plays in Venice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like I was in south of France, down the coastline, in Spain, Barcelona, and in Venice, Italy, and Treviso, Italy, and like all in like 3 or 4 days, and like even in one day. One day I did that too. So it's great.
So
it's like everything's like right here, and then you like, I don't know if you know Nice. Nice is only 4 hours away. Mason Briggs plays there. We played him and Merrick McHenry.
So good.
They're 4 hours away or whatever. It's the south of France is like known as like one of the most beautiful places in Europe, not the world. You know, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Fish is amazing. Shrimp's amazing. We're barbecuing all day long, shirts off, you know, looking sexy as the boys do. But yeah, so it's a lot of that. And then the French way is so different from the German way. The Germans are very like, these are the rules. You'll do it like this. And that's great. It's very structured. France, man, laissez-faire is no joke. Let me tell you. There's like, oh, we do this, we do this later, you know. Especially in the South where it's even slower. It's like, you're like, bro, I just want my Wi-Fi. And that was like, oh, man. The club's great. But it's just like simple problems. And also France, they'll admit it too. The French, they'll admit it. It's like always more complicated in France. Stuff like basic things is all like, in order to buy a router, I had to have a French bank account, an online French bank account. My visa, proof that I live there with paperwork and documents that I'm trying to give you money. I'm just trying to get a router, bro. Dude, you need my blood? You need my firstborn child?
Social security number.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, I'm going to noise complaint for sure, probably soon. I don't know. I'm like, bro, like the stuff that I'm like, what? I'm like, why do you need this? I don't know, man. And it's complicated. It's complicated. Yeah.
They're just dialed in. They're locked in.
They're not locked in. They're locked out. They're freaking. They're like, we're just gonna make this so complicated on you. It's gonna be a month process, maybe even 5. Solid. Now the club's great though. This place is amazing. My team's great. I love this. I love the team. I love the club's good and everything. We're close to a lot of beautiful cities. So my daily life. We had a game last night, dude, and then I had 3 practices today. Well, 3 things. I had video, and then right afterwards I had a workout, and then right after that I had ball practice for like a while. All the receivers. Dude, speaking of, bro, I never really practiced that late, like just reps.
Yeah.
Let's say from 6:30, 7:30. Dude, some just like, when it felt like 7:30 to 8:30, because we had daylight savings here, but it doesn't hit you guys for another 4 or 5 days, so it felt like 7:30 to 8:30 here. Bro, something about just like getting reps late at night, just the vibes, man. It's like here's the best way to describe it. It's like when you go and play pickup with your boys late at night, and then you guys all go like sorry, my language there.
Yeah,
all go to like some place to eat afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
and just like vibing. You know, minus that we didn't go anywhere to eat because there wasn't really anything open. We had to leave at 7 a.m. tomorrow for an 8-hour bus trip. But just like it was just vibes, bro. Just absolute vibes. So, but yeah, usually okay. You can have, if it's not before a game, it's okay. You wake up, you have lifting. It could be anywhere from like 9:30 or 10. And then you can have practice and then you go back home. Or you can have ball practice afterwards, depending on the day. So you lift, go get reps with the receiver, ball machine, floats, yada, yada, yada. Go home for 4 or 5 hours, whatever. Sometimes, depending on the day, 3, 4 hours. Then you have practice with the whole team. Then you go home. Sometimes you travel or you could train, and then you get there, then you practice, and then on a game day, you wake up, you have morning serving pass, and then you go back home, and then you play your game. But it's a lot of that, similar to college and stuff, if you're familiar with college. But you're just in a foreign country. You're just sitting around a lot of times. So imagine, it's like this, but you feel like you put your life on pause almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if I'm from here, I just go live my life. Right? If I have no loved ones here. I love myself. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? And I love my teammates. Don't get me wrong. But like, so these guys are coming home to like wives or even a girlfriend.
Right.
Look, I have a girlfriend. She just doesn't like to be around me. So she's playing 5 hours away or 10 hours away. I don't know. We would love to be close to each other. But certainly, just pro volleyball. You get different opportunities, different places. You got to take them. So, like, these guys come back to families and stuff. So, like, whatever out in practice or yada yada, it just blows over and they're just living life right there with them. For me, I'm sitting here doing out system stuff
on a video call with two randoms from California.
No, dude, I literally see when I'm talking. I've been talking to this wall for like like FaceTime call your family and stuff. You call them a lot. I call my girlfriend a lot. Call Joe a lot. Play 40 with the boys to try it in the Fortnite. To just try and that's like the main way of communicating. I'm trash. I'm literally cheeks.
me too, bro. It's good.
But it's the same. But it's the best way, especially over here, to communicate. Like Keone, I hit him up. He played I think he played League of Legends. That's what he plays, or Apex or something like that. But I don't like video games. I just do it to communicate and like do something with guys. That's like the best way to do it. So that's kind of what it is. I don't play a lot because, like I said,
get your frustrations out.
System. Huh?
Yeah, and get your frustrations out. Yell at
exactly.
Yell at your friends.
I've gone to 3 TVs. I'm rage quitting, just throwing it. I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. Yeah.
Well,
I'm a funny guy.
I got something I threw together just to close things out.
Okay.
I just need your reaction. One. And kind of what was happening during the situation, and then I got another curveball for you.
Well, the good thing is I have a lot of ridiculous stuff out there, so I'm expecting something ridiculous.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. We got this photo right here.
Oh yeah, you like that? So that's a great photo. Thank you. I want to say this, Nate.
Yes,
You're
sir.
the first person to ever show me this photo. Round of applause for you, mate. This photo right here. I want to say I'm about 15, 16 in this photo. So I, for the first time ever, grew a mustache. And then I said, oh my God, the ladies are going to love this. Turns out the ladies did not love this. And then I said, you know what? What's my problem, Gage? What's my problem? Oh, ladies can't see the mustache. You need to dye the mustache. So then I go, I go into CVS, and I go in the section where it's like a touch of gray or something, yada, like something like this. I'm like, but then they have the darker one. So I'm like, oh yeah, bro. Let me tell you something. I grabbed that. Here's the thing about using these chemicals. I'm sure it's okay when there's like you put it on hair. As you can see in this photo, not a lot of hair, mostly skin, like right here. I remember doing this. It stung so much because I didn't have enough hair, so I'm dyeing it like black.
It's like bleach,
like,
right?
Oh, and it stung so bad for like a week. Just straight bleach on my cheeks. That's what I like on my lip. I'm like, oh. So what you see here?
Yeah.
It honestly looks like I have way more hair than I actually do because it dyed my skin too.
Dude, that's so nuts.
I remember. So I had this, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just watch and wait." Nothing happened. And then I shaved it, but it was still like a dark shadow. I'm like, crap, just drinking soaps. Oh my God, get out. And after like a week or so, it disappeared. But like, it stung, bro. Like straight bleach.
I only wanted to make this because I don't know if you can see. This is the most amount of hair I've grown. I think I shaved like 2 weeks ago, and this is all I got. But
bro, that's your problem, bro. You need to dye it more. Dye it hard.
Okay. Well, I got another slide here. But I need you to decide who rocked it better because you and Jared don't look too much alike. But I got something cooking here. Give me a second.
There we go. So Jared. That is a good mustache. That's a damn good mustache. Me, that's just straight pubes on my upper lip. That's nothing. I literally dyed my skin. That's what you're looking at on my left. Jared on the right, that's a man's mustache right there. You know what I'm saying? That looks good. I like the way that looks. You're still rocking it, yeah?
It is still there.
Like, I can see that. Is it still? Can it get any thicker than that, or is that this thick as it go?
I think we're gonna try. I don't know. It's been growing for a while now, and I think I'm having the same problem. It's too blonde, so maybe I need more dye.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty about touch of gray. You can make it look thicker just by dark.
All right, we got one. I got one more.
Looks good. That on my left. Okay, there we go. So that's another one. That's a good one. That's a classic. El Clasico. That was the first tour. And I said, I'm going to grow my hair and my facial beard out. Have y'all ever been to this? Where are you guys out of? In California?
We're in Sacramento right now.
Okay, so I said it. Sacktown. Like the bean. Sorry.
I still rep the Bay, though.
Yeah, represent, boy. Driving around 5 weeks playing in the hottest freaking places, going down to Texas, going down to South Carolina, going down to Missouri, and further down. My God, with this beard and my scalp, this is why I keep short hair a lot of time. My scalp does not, as I say, breathe well. So I get scabs on my head all the time. So I keep it short. This long, it itches so much. It's okay, that picture's ingrained in my head. Don't worry about it.
What just happened? No, keep going.
We got cut out, bro. They just said it was too much.
Broke my screen. No, I'm just kidding. There you go.
So I said I was gonna grow it out. My girlfriend loved it. I'm just kidding. She didn't love it. My mom said I look disgusting because the problem is I still gotta run into this problem here too. But it just looks like fat mutton chops because I can grow it here. But once I reach my chin, bro, it's like not that big.
You gotta get your dye back out, bro.
Dude, it's just a straight mutton chop. This is like at 6 man. Remember, I went through 4 stages. I have pictures of before the tour.
Yeah.
This picture right after the tour, I kind of got a SoCal haircut. Looked pretty dope. And then I got my traditional haircut, which you see now. Right before I went overseas, Bulgaria. #, we never talk about that place. But this was after the tour, and I look like a caveman. And guys, if you don't have a girlfriend, I don't recommend you rocking something like this. If you have a girlfriend,
you mean like this?
There we go, Jared. Okay, Jared, let's break that down. We still rocking that or no?
Absolutely not. No, that was that was kind of the same. I was kind of in the same boat there. I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And it's just too curly. So it
let me ask you, how's the love life going?
We're doing okay now ever since I got rid of it.
Okay, so when you had that,
Oh no, you know what? No.
No, they were still together.
No, she was there, but she was not a fan. No, she
you
hated
might want
it.
to put a ring on it because if he's staying with you that, you know,
Yeah,
and same
I
with mine.
agree.
Haley, when you watch this, bro, Gage is telling Jared to propose soon here too. So
If you got a girl that's gonna stick with you these times of no,
Oh,
babe,
thank God.
let me grow it out. You don't get it. It's gonna look sick. Then you know
Thank
what,
God I don't gotta
they
have that
deserve
problem.
it.
I don't
They
got
deserve
a problem with that.
I
just
agree with you.
nothing to grow.
it. That's okay, man. Hey, dude, let me tell you, freaking shaving every week is not ideal. You know.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right, man. Well, I mean, you said you got to get up early. We don't want to hold you for too much longer. We just wanted to say, dude, thank you so much for hopping on this with us, bro. Like, when you guys are out in Cali, bro, we'll for sure have to swing by some out of system stuff, figure some stuff out. But I'd love to meet you in person. He has already had the luxury of doing that, but
Been there, done that.
yeah, bro.
Sick nerves. Yeah. Low key. Kind of got my aura. Kind of give him some aura. I can give you some more. Don't worry. I got you.
100%.
Maybe we'll win the Natty this year too if we meet you in person again.
We'll have to fly him out.
Yeah, we'll have to fly you out for our bench. That would be so epic.
That'd be something else, man.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate you guys. What you guys are doing is awesome. Love the content. You guys are crushing it. I know maybe Joe can hop on too one of these times, or even Micah. Actually, Micah probably can't because he literally plays in the Arctic Circle. For those of you who don't know where that is, very far north. He literally, and I'm not joking, he plays in the Arctic Circle.
Gage Worsley, Gage. If Micah is like, meet me at this time on this ice block, there's not much stopping me from doing that. So,
well, if you can get to Russia, actually you just have to go through a symbol. It's a trek, bro. It's a trek.
yeah. Okay.
But the problem is, it's not that he doesn't have time. It's his Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi connection where he's at. Like our podcast, it'll probably just be me. Like it's just gonna be me because Joe's a little busy too, and then Micah is literally in the heart. Like it's like god awful. So it's not even usable.
Got it.
So just me.
Well, when you guys are in town, I'll obviously I don't want to
absolutely
invite you over to do our thing, but
yeah, for sure.
We'll definitely keep in touch. But dude, it's such a blast, bro. Listening to your stories, and good luck with your team in France, and we'll see you soon, dude.
Appreciate it. Right back at you guys. Good luck this year, and thanks again for having me.